started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space trade flying through the skies and battles happen.
Hey y'all, how you doing? It's your boy Bonsai Dog. Today on our episode of Easy Cooking, we're making some pig feet, collard greens with ham hocks, and some cornbread. So sit back and watch our mix. Okay, I'm gonna wash my greens. I usually like the leaves more than anything, so what I basically do after I rinse them in and out, I kind of strip them like this. Strip them, they break off. I like the leaves. I'm not a stem guy. Then I just crunch it up like this, but I'm just gonna do one bunch today because remember, you cook it Southern style, your greens are gonna reduce, and you're gonna have less greens than, well, it's gonna look like a less green. Of course, it's not really less green, but it's gonna cook down. And since I'm not cooking that much, I mean, if you buy a bag of clean greens from your grocery store, you're basically gonna open the bag and see basically this, but they like to put a lot of stems in there to increase the weight, and I don't agree with that. These are collard greens, native to southern United States. Probably find them other places in the world, but what I find that around the world they have their own different type of green. So depends on availability. Cook whatever's available to you, man. I mean, it's a lifestyle channel. I'm just trying to pass along a little knowledge that I use. This is my journey. You have your journey. You all have your own journey. Okay, so I get those all clean like that. Yeah, real good. Okay, I got a medium pan here, medium large pan. Yeah, I guess it is kind of large. I have bigger pans, but let's say a large pan pot like this. Put in about 10 cups of water over a medium heat, and then we're just gonna add our greens in there like this. So I'm gonna get these to start cooking. There you go. And I'm not gonna add any seasoning just yet. We're gonna let these cook on medium-high heat. It's basically till it comes to a type of simmer. And then I'll be right back to add the ingredients. Okay, in a medium pan, to add your pig's feet, you're going to add actually 8 cups of water, and add your pig feet there, because then the displacement of the water is going to bring your water level up higher, like that. There we go. And we want to start this also on high, because I want to bring it to a boil, removing the impurities before I start adding any of the seasoning. Okay, right now, while you have your greens and your pig's feet on, it's a good idea to start preheating your oven for your cornbread. The temperature is going to be 450, but if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I like the old stoves, but the old stoves aren't that accurate. So I have a thermometer on the inside. So we're gonna let this warm up, and I let it equalize at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And we'll be ready to, when we're ready to cook our cornbread, just putting it in there and be ready to go. So you wanna remove the scum after your work comes to a boil. So just kind of put out the top like that. To a separate dish. Those impurities. And it's funny because when I was a kid, we didn't know that. See what happens when you go to Asia? You learn what you're not supposed to be eating. When we talk about them, that's funny. Pretty good. As best you can. You want that to be. Now that I've got most of my impurities out of the water, I'm gonna lower the heat down to medium, low, and let this cook slow. And you want your pig's feet to cook slowly, so I'm gonna let it cook slow. Okay, also now that our greens are boiling, we're gonna reduce the heat down that to medium, low also. Cover that. So I got my ingredients all separated. Just tell you like this. Some I used 2 tablespoons. Some I used 1 tablespoon. It was proportional. I'm not going to tell you my secret because I don't know. Let me check this out. Pretty good. Add your ingredients to your pig feet. Sit and cook from medium low for about hour and 20 minutes, hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. Now that I have my greens simmering right now, I'm going to add my ham hock, my smoked ham hock to the mix. It's going to give it some broth, some depth, and some a little smoky flavor. Perfect. Don't forget to pick one up if you're going to make greens. It's like almost good. You can also use turkey wings, smoked turkey wings later. About 15 minutes after I put in my ham hock, I'm going to add my Serrano chilies. Make it a little bit spicy going on right now. I'm going to let that ham hock render down a little bit before I add my spices. Right now I'm going to prep my pan to cook in the cornbread. I like to use Cisco. It's been around for a long time. It's all vegetable shortening. And I just take I have a tablespoon of that in my hand and just kind of like grease down the pan. cornbread doesn't stick. Nothing like sticky cornbread. Some people do it with butter. But this is just good enough. You have something else entailed for the dinner. Yeah, but make sure you grease it down real good. That was half a teaspoon, by the way. Any excess, you can just, you don't know how high it's gonna rise. Yeah, that's how we do it. About to make my pancake batter because I want to rise a little bit, air out a little bit. So, but usually the Jiffy Box mixes, it's like, you know, I don't like, it yields like 6 to 8 muffins. So I like to double them up when I'm making cornbread cake. So I'm going to use 2 boxes. So I'm basically going to use 2 boxes. I'm going to double the recipe. Fork works pretty good for mixing this right here. So just adding my liquid part. Get it going. See, in the south of the United States, a lot of stuff, especially with soul food, kind of circles around corn and stuff that eats corn, like pigs. A lot of cornfields in the south, especially in Kansas, stuff like Florida states, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, East Texas, that is, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. Also in California, we're like the breadbasket of America. We can feed most of the world in California. San Joaquin Valley, beautiful. Almost takes a day's drive. Really, it's pretty cool, especially in a box portion. So we just want to mix this real good. Now I got everything mixed up. I'm gonna pour my mixture into my pan here. See, if I were to use 1 box, it wouldn't really be like cornbread cake. It would have been like flatbread. And I don't like the real flat cornbreads. I mean, I've tried them, they're okay, but I like the cakey, sweet cornbread. If I'm eating cornbread, it has to be like a cake. Grandmothers tell me, I want a cake, I make cake. She was funny. In a loving way. Okay, I'm gonna get that and kind of get it swirled around like this. Swirled around like this. Keep anything off the sides because when you cook it, whatever on the sides is gonna burn. And you don't want that smell coming from your kitchen. Try to give me a little curl there. There we go. Okay, right now at this time, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of shortening to my greens. Got to help the broth come along. Right now you can add your dry spices to your greens. It's been just about an hour, and like my greens are coming along great. That's just how I want to see it. That's pretty cool. Also, my pig feet are cooking pretty nicely. You see it there. Just gonna keep these on low for a while because I want them to be tender. Pig feet right there. Some pretty good eating, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, now that I have my oven set at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm gonna add my cornbread. There you go. Now it's time to take my cornbread out. There you go. And let this rest. Still cooking. What I do with my cornbread right now, I like to split it like a little small cross. Like that. That it's gonna match up with your slices anyway. I like to take some butter, just put it in like this. I'm a butter fiend. I like butter in my cornbread. Melt down between the cracks. And there you go, that's the cornbread part. That's what it looks like after the butter is melted down in there. Cool. Cut it. This butter's gonna be in. Permeate it all through there like that. That's what I like. I like butter. Cornbread. There you have it. Greens, pig feet, and cornbread. Very easy to make. Very delicious. Enjoy. And thanks for watching my channel.